Hey guys, this is Kenny at learnhowtoprosper.com, and I'm just doing my daily trades. And if you happen to run into this, I know I'm not like you got to understand this. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just a regular guy, systems dude. I'm not some finance guy. I'm a guy that has done real estate investing for probably over 15 years and realized that the best returns I could get was somewhere around 8 to maybe 10% per year. That didn't include appreciation. Appreciation sometimes was quite good, but I wanted to diversify. So that's where I learned more about options trading. And that's what I've been doing. Let's see if I can. So all you're doing is selling insurance, and it's boring as heck. And, you know, because of that, and because the financial institutions have kept this very, very contained, probably because you can, if you don't do this in the right way, it's just like anything. If you don't know what you're doing with an investment, same with real estate. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really shoot yourself in the foot. So what I've done over the last year is I created this app, and I can able to connect to a brokerage with it, and it pulls in all these contracts and allows me to manage a significant portfolio very quickly. And so I've just been doing a daily log on this and sharing it in the event that I need to go back and look at things. I think it's a good way for me to just keep track of what I'm doing, and maybe some other people will get some benefit from it along the way. That's true. Great. Um, but I'm not one of those people who, it's so interesting because I have offered some instruction and different things on this, and I haven't charged for any of that because candidly, I'm just enjoyed teaching it. And I don't know if you're working with other people that do options selling or trading. I'm not doing this to make money. In other words, I'm not trying to share this with you to make money, because hopefully you'll see that trading itself is really where it's the investments themselves where I'm focused. Now, I have had a lot of people ask, and so just in the interest of being able to scale, I am building out just, I guess you could call it a course. It's some instruction that you could follow. And yeah, there will be a cost for that if you want to learn more about it. But I'm not doing that to make, that's not where I'm making my returns. But I've just found that when people pay for something, they value it more. So and then later, I'm actually offering access to this app. It sits on top of you know, a SaaS Google Cloud platform, and so I've got all the different things in place to security and protections and all that kind of thing in the event that some people want to use this as a way to accelerate their own trading. Because I don't have a lot of time. I got a full-time job. I only do this about 15 minutes a day, and you'll see that in my videos because I take a break in between things and I go do this. And it's usually about 15, 20 minutes. Maybe a little longer because I've been droning on about my process. But all right, let me go in here, and you can see usually what I like to do is just kind of see my, so I like to look at Theta, which is kind of, you think of Theta is the time value of all your open positions. And I'm pretty much, I'm between what, 7,000 a day. So I'm at 89, almost 90,000 for the month. And sounds impressive, but the returns are about 8% per month is about what it is. So it's, you start with 20,000 at the end of the year, you'd have 40,000, which is pretty good return. But there are drawdowns. The market can have a downturn, and you can own positions that for a time can be worth less than they were at the time that you actually acquired them. But over time, just like in most every other investment that I've ever worked with, good quality equity properties, whether that's in real estate, short-term rentals, gold, silver, um, real property. And then, of course, I consider this real property because it's equities in real companies. And you're going to see I really focus on real companies that show great results over a long period of time. So, at any rate, I like to look at the news, see if there's any stories out there. It's kind of interesting. This was kind of interesting. This Unitree robot maker explodes. I got to see what that's about. I don't know if that's even available in our in our markets or not, but I'll take a look. Unitree. I'll have to take a look at that. Okay. So what I do is I come in my daily actions and I take a look at all of my positions. This is going to load everything that I currently have. And what I like to do is I like to select all my priority positions, meaning ones that are in the money, and then DTE. And I'm just looking here, and you know what? Everything is looking, at least for today. This one, Hood, it's a call. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this position. I'm going to see what's available out there. It looks like there's a good move. Potentially, if I go to October 1st, I could actually take this call up by 5 points, and I'm going to do that. Why? Because I don't want to let go of the position, and I want to make a profit, and so that's the way I'm going to do it. All right, I'll make sure it's likely to fill. Send this through. Looks like that one filled. Happy day. What was the next one that looked like it was gonna coin? That's today. Yeah, that one's really grown. I'm gonna see what I can do on this one. There may not be one. Yeah, looks like I can bump this out and still move it up 8 points. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I mean, well, maybe I'll 17th. It is 17th. And I'll move it up by no, I'm gonna go back here. I'm still gonna receive a slight credit while and I'm gonna move up the share, the actual strike price. I'm gonna move it from where it is now at like 157 up to 165. So a couple of times I might be able to bounce that closer to the price and not have to let this one be called away. So that's what I'm going to do. Also filled. What else have I got here? Google put. It's fine. You see if there's anything else. DTE of today. This one. Oh, okay. Same thing. I'm going to see what I've got out there on this one as a possibility. What is there anyone? Yeah, I might take it out here and move it 5 because right now it's at 106. This will take it up to 111. Yeah, that'll take me halfway there. I'm going to do that. Hang on to that position a little bit longer. Done deal. Okay. Anything else that I'm going to, what else is there? NVIDIA, that's today. Yeah, I'm going to see what else I can do on this one. So, sometimes as you get closer to the day, it's going to move at 5 to make, yeah, I'm going to do that. This app makes it so easy. If you had to do this individually in the brokerage, you would lose your ever-loving mind. And that's why I built this. And you can build your own, actually. Golly, you don't have to, you don't want mine, go build your own. There's AI in today's world, and you can absolutely do that. Is that a put? Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep that one. What else have I got right here? Yeah, cleaning house a little bit. Move it, yeah, 25 from, yeah, perfect. All right. What else have I got here that I need to think about? Did I do that one? One. Yeah, I can't remember. Did I? Did I? I thought I rolled that one already. No, we'll find out. It'll air out on me if. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do with that one because it's up at 2. Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot I could do. It's all the same. I'm probably just gonna let that one roll. Honestly, I'm gonna let that one do its thing. Oh. All right. So let me go and look at these that are I can close for profit at so what I like to do is I'll just come in here and I usually like to put anything that's achieved 85%. And then I'm just going to select all, unselect this one because that one I just want to, and I'm just going to go and close these out. I'm going to buy them back. Like I always say, if you had a car, you could sell it for 500 today and buy it back for 20 bucks tomorrow. Would you do it? And that's exactly what I'm doing with these contracts. These are all just insurance contracts. People pay to protect their portfolio, and you're selling insurance, and they are happy to buy it from you. And that's what I'm doing here. Just a bunch of insurance contracts. All right, I'm going to submit these through now. All right, looks like many of those filled, most of them actually. Gotta love it. Yeah, I mean, so I've been at this 11 minutes so far. Just most of it, I was just job owning. I'm gonna go see if I have any eligible covered calls, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and submit those through. And I just let AI do a lot of the scoring. And, I always like to keep it pretty much a delta, a probability of profit of like 80% or at a minimum. And that's really worked out well for me. All right. So that's what I've done thus far. Now I'm just going to go out and I'm going to take a look at cash secured puts. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and scan these. All right. So that took about 28 seconds and brought back these 1,995 opportunities. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this back to 2 weeks, and I'm going to go and see what I've got here. So probability of profit of 85% or better. I like that. I like that. Take a look at. Love it. I always like to just take a peek at kind of its movement, where it's going. Yeah, this one's way oversold right now. So I'm going to take advantage of that, get it at a good price. What's going on here? Yeah, it's right in the middle of the RSI, the relative strength index. And if you don't know what all this stuff means, I didn't either. Honestly, I knew nothing about this a year ago. Could not have been more clueless. And in the last year, I've made just over $1 million. And it's not like I take it out, guys. I mean, I just leave it in here and just keep. I probably will never take it out. So it's not like I'm pulling it out and buying stuff. This is an investment move. That's what I'm doing. Investments. Yeah, like that one too. So people get funny, about it. And that's the way I really like to look at this is you're just growing your portfolio consistently. It's like it's just like dollar cost averaging. You're just consistently working at it. Oh, Microsoft is always fun. It's a little bit exuberant right now, but you know what? That's okay. I believe in Microsoft. Well, maybe not. Give it just a little bit. Boeing. I don't know. They've had a rough run at it, haven't they? They're kind of down right now. I'm going to see what, but that's usually a good time to pick up, get a stock for a discount. Yeah, it's pretty low premium. Let's see what, it's pretty low too. Let's see what's going on here. I like this one. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to ease off of one of these right here. Let me do this. Show my selections. He's off of that one. And then I think what I'm going to do is just pump up a couple of my buddy right here. And maybe one of those, more of those, and yeah. And I've got it right in the middle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the market is so kind of stable right now. It's not like there's a ton of oh yeah, my guardrail worked good. Yeah, so in some cases, if there's earnings coming up, it it won't go. Did any of those go? Let me do this. Take that off. Test these. Do that. I'm going to send this through. Oh, also, it's working. I love it. Yeah, because what you don't want to do is be sending these through during an earnings time. And that's what that's telling me. Okay. Which, yeah, that's what we want. That's the thing about using a system like this. It really, you can set guardrails and things that really protect you. So you're not, doing things that are going to put you in bad shape. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else have I got here? I'm gonna go and run. What am I up to? 16 minutes so far. I know it. It's a pain in the rear. Let me refresh that. I'm just gonna go and run this again. All right, I just went and did another scan. You know what's happening here is that this is going out across all of those tickers, that like the 110 of those stocks, and it's just finding all the contracts that are the most favorable. Meaning it's a mix of safety, returns, all the things that you want to look at in any kind of investment, right? So I just wanted to go and just pick up. That's not good. That one maybe? Yeah. Cuz I want to leverage. Okay. Got these guardrails going today. I got to love it. Okay. Because it's what it's doing is it's saying, hey, you don't want to put that much cash at risk. So what I'm going to do, and that's what I love. I mean, look, there's no sense putting yourself in any kind of danger. See if we can get that one to, nope. Nope. Still got the old guardrail on. And that's a good thing. All right. I'm just going to do one order. Okay. All right. I'm going to find something more. And that's, sometimes you just have to take what the market can give you, you know? Doesn't do any good to go cuckoo bananas. Let me see. What else am I interested in right now? Gee, I don't know. I mean, maybe. Let me see what I got lined up here. There we go. Okay, well, that's probably going to do it for today. Just under 20 minutes is the time I had allotted, and I hope you found this helpful in some way. And if you'd like to learn a whole lot more about selling options, you can go to my website at learnhowtoprosper.com, sign up for my newsletter, and you can learn a whole lot more. But in the meantime, what I did, well, I did get a mentor. There's two that I really like. There's Trading with Ashley and Investing with Henry. You can find them on YouTube. They're awesome. And they were immensely helpful to me, and they'll be helpful to you as well if you're interested in following them. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks so much. Hope you have a fantastic day. Bye bye.